I thought I was Jewish. I had red curls that bounced into the shape of question marks, creating a halo of curiosity around my head. I thought kissing doors was normal. I thought reading from right to left was correct. I thought drawing stars with 2 triangles was the right way. I thought Hatikva was my national anthem. When I was 6, I found out I wasn't Jewish. I brought beef and cheese pasta to school. My red head, a bold typo amongst brunette heads in the lunchroom. In winter months, I would celebrate with large socks on mantles, and by placing a gold star on top of a colossal tree. But it wasn't the Star of David that I learned about at school. I moved to a new school in 2nd grade. My friends talked about a man who could walk on water, a man who could absorb your sorrows and pain, a man named Jesus. They said they went to school on Sunday. Curiosity beckoned me, 4 fingers back, 1 finger clawing backwards. Of course I followed. Stumbling into a cathedral of newfound knowledge and teachings, my eyes landed on a marble man hanging from planks of wood, his alabaster face carved with agony and defeat. I was terrified. As the service ensued, my spine relaxed, my ears opened to these stories and tales. And when the service was finished, I was hanging from a cliff. Religion. The word that has been imprisoned in my throat, forbidden to be released, because if it were to be free, World War III would occur at my family dinner. Religion. The word provoking a brawl between a strong set of twins and 2 airplanes that pierced through them only to leave rubble and dust. Religion. The word causing families to trudge through streets to a camp where there was no singing beside fires, no stars hanging above their tents. However, religion is the word that has given me buildings constructed with colorful glass, built on the foundation of stories, where I sit in deafening silence, my fingers interlocked in a braid of prayer. Religion. The word that has requested me to set a pink blanket on the floor facing Mecca, as my friend kneels, bowing down, coming up, bowing down, coming up, drifting along the coast, drifting along with the waves on the coast of our shared city. The word is a book I have read, Curiosity, at the tip of my index finger, as I flip through the pages so many people have torn away with judgment. When I was 6, someone asked me a question. A puppeteer pulled their string up, which was attached to their eyebrow. Their eyes squinted as if rays of sunlight were blinding them. Their hands were shoved so deeply in their pockets, because if they sneaked out, they would drown in uncharted waters instead of swim. If you celebrate Christmas and go to a Jewish school, what are you? My 6-year-old head tilted like a globe on its axis and replied, I am nothing. Nothing is a blessing I didn't receive from a rabbi or a priest. I received it from my curious hands. Hands which have extended towards the Muslim girl with long black hair in the back of my 10th grade biology class. Hands clasped, creating a link around her bed as we sing Hebrew songs to her softly. Hands connecting my family in thankfulness and love before we eat. I have found everything from nothing. So when my Facebook page asks me what religion I am, I write nothing. So I wrote I Am Nothing for a spoken word poetry unit in my English class last year. Miss Poon gave us the freedom to decide on whichever topic we desired. I pondered between women's rights, wars, body image, but I quickly realized that a lot of spoken word poems highlight the negative things life has shown us. I wanted to highlight the positive things because at this time in my life, I was upset with what life was throwing in my direction. Subconsciously, I wrote something to remind me how unbelievably incredible life can be. So, from ages 3 to 6, I attended a Jewish school. A lot of people ask me why I went, because I'm not Jewish. Well, my mom is the art and humanities teacher at this school, and she wanted me to be close to her. And by working here for so many years, she's found a family in this community. So she thought it would be the best way to raise a child there. I've been asked my whole life, "What are you?" And I would reply with, "I am nothing." This would hold off the question for a few months, but "what are you?" would always come back into the conversation. So I decided to give my clear answer, and in 5 hours, my poem was born. I've realized that I've been wrapped in a quilt of many patches. Patches include my Jewish family, my godparents, my godsisters, and friends. This second family has raised me, taught me, has accepted me, and loved me unconditionally, and for that I'm forever thankful. Other patches include my 2 best friends, from teaching me Arabic to one feeling comfortable enough to pray in my house, like I said in my poem. But also, they have been the most supportive friends, making me laugh even when I didn't want to, or even when I did want to. So for that, I'm also very thankful for. Other patches include my blood family. Every Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthday, I get to see them, and it's the best time. But most importantly, I can't wait to hear my Uncle Tim say his grace. It is the most profound grace that anyone will ever hear, and I get the luxury to hear it every time. And of course, the last patches of this quilt would be the non-religious ones. Some of my teachers, best friends, the rest of my family, and of course my parents. My parents have taught me to be curious and adventurous. These 2 traits are so important for this speech and for this poem that I made, because if I didn't have these traits, I wouldn't have enough guts to do it. So even though these patches might not match, their colors may not agree. Just like Joseph's coat of many colors, when spread out, it is breathtaking. So the theme of this event is Amp It Up. What do I want to amplify? This answer has not come easily to me, and I only came up with it a few weeks ago. But I want to amplify who I am. I'm happy, I'm confident, I'm smart, and I'm loved. Some of these traits I've lost track of through the last year, but have been reminded through this event. But most importantly, I want to amplify that it's okay to be nothing. Take the time you need, because it's time that will reveal everything from nothing. Thank you.